What is sustainability? Let's talk about it. Sustainability, defined by the United Nations, is meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. In many developing countries, there are continuous efforts to meet their development needs, but there's also an increasing threat of climate change and environmental problems that can negatively affect future generations with the effort made through their development needs. One thing we need to get ahead of is sustainability in fashion. Sustainability in fashion is not just a buzzword, it's a necessity for our planet's future. Many consumers are unaware of the negative environmental impacts caused by the fashion industry, and even less clear about the contributions of the industry to climate change. Americans throw away more than 68 pounds of clothing and textiles per person a year, which really adds up. Two-thirds of this waste are materials that take decades to decay. In 2021, the World Economic Forum identified the fashion industry and supply chain as the world's third largest polluter. On average, it releases 10% of worldwide greenhouse gas emissions annually, and per year, the industry contributes 1.2 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and this is a huge problem. To go further into this, we have to talk about fast fashion. Fast fashion is inexpensive clothing produced rapidly by mass market retailers in response to the latest fashion trends. 100 billion garments are produced annually worldwide, and this massive overproduction places fast fashion in critical opposition with the planet's natural capacity to support life on Earth. Places like TikTok Shop and Shein glorify fast fashion through incentivizing the purchase of trendy items. This is specifically through microtrends. Microtrends convince people in the younger generation to buy certain products to fit in or keep up with new styles. Shein puts new products instantly online and blasts social media. With this quick connection to the internet and lower costs of clothing items, they have become a very popular place for teens to buy clothes. There are over 6.9 billion hashtag Shein hauls throughout TikTok, with its biggest selling point through its low pricing of clothes shipped to more than 150 countries and regions worldwide. Shein added anywhere between 2,000 and 10,000 individual styles to its app each day between July and December of 2021. The company leaves about 6.3 million tons of carbon dioxide a year in its trail, a number that falls well below the 45% target to reduce global carbon emissions by 2030, which the UN has said is necessary for fashion companies to implement to help limit global warming. But let's talk about the positives. The US government has created initiatives to promote fashion sustainability through offering tax incentives for citizens who donate goods to charities, which is just one little step in a huge global environmental issue. The aim is to create eco fashion to create environmentally friendly pieces of clothing and even find better ways to grow natural resources in used clothing. To attract new customers to sustainable fashion brands, companies have begun to revolutionize their fashion to match current trends as well. Some brands that specifically target sustainable fashion are Pangaea and Reformation. Pangaea sells outwear, hoodies, tops, bottoms, accessories, and more. Their mission focuses on 7 impact pillars to achieve environmental and sustainable goals that meet the social, environmental, and economic challenges that our society faces. These pillars include biodiversity, innovative materials, water health, climate action, circularity, elevating human potential, and giving back. Pangaea uses a range of innovative and sustainable materials in its products. The company uses natural dyes made from food waste and other natural resources. This reduces the use of chemicals typically used in dyeing processes, which can be harmful to the environment. Reformation, a more well known brand, is certified as carbon neutral, with the goal of becoming climate positive by 2025. and even provides environmental impact reports so consumers can stay informed about its efforts. They have been getting even more serious about reducing their carbon footprint and investing in solutions that remove more greenhouse gases than we emit. They even include their climate positive roadmap on their website, which includes the total emissions they need to reduce by 2025. So, how can we become more environmentally conscious? It's simpler than one might think. Stop following trends. But realistically, what can you do? First, you can buy less and buy better. Before making a purchase, think about what you are buying and why. What do you really need? Will you wear it at least 30 times? Next, think about shopping vintage or secondhand. Secondhand and vintage are now increasingly accessible thanks to sites such as The Real and Depop. Not only will you extend the life of these garments and reduce the environmental impact of your wardrobe as a result, you can also find one of a kind pieces that no one else will own. Lastly, think about the materials of clothing you are buying when making sustainable purchases. Virgin synthetics, like polyester, make up 55% of clothes globally and are derived from fossil fuels which take years to break down. On the other hand, organic materials like cotton use significantly less water than conventional cotton and don't use harmful pesticides. Change within the fashion industry is extremely necessary, and it doesn't just start by watching this video. Take action, tell your friends, and speak out to create change for a better and more sustainable world.